Reggie's Corner Variety Gaming.
Yeah. Alright, so we are back with part 2 of our Let's Play of Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden, and we basically just passed the tutorial introduction to the game itself.
Yeah.
And we are now doing what?
We will in a moment go to the Ark. We will pick up a few things before we do that, but first off we have more Swedish things to talk about.
Yeah.
So
we are probably quite close to Gothenburg.
Yeah, and Iridia, that is like a suburb of Gothenburg.
Yeah, and Göteborg, as the upper sign says on the tree, is Gothenburg. And this wreck we're standing next to is what they're called? A tram.
Exactly.
A tram bus or a tram cart. And they look like that, or used to look like that, in Gothenburg.
Exactly. So we could say that probably we are quite close, at least, to Gothenburg. So it's on.
I actually think it says Bingolotto on the side.
No, yeah, exactly. It's but they have removed the L and put an O instead, so it's Bingo Otto, probably for like copyright reasons and so on.
Yeah.
But just a quick thing about that. That's basically a very old Swedish raffle TV show.
Yeah.
So you buy like raffles and you watch the TV show and you play bingo.
Yeah, once a week. It's like a weekend show where they raffle out a lot of money.
Yeah, and it's been around for like 25 years or something like that.
And I think it's produced in Gothenburg. I'm not sure.
Mayhaps it was from the beginning, definitely. But nowadays, not that sure. Let's say I think Let's go to the Ark first.
Yeah. And the Ark is, as we heard at the end of the last part, the last remaining city.
Yeah.
Of the humans.
Wait. They're planning to ambush the elevator. We've got to stop them. Let's look around and see if there's others.
Yeah, exactly. So, just to demonstrate, now we do have a little bit of a lesser chance of hitting that guy. So the thing that is unique from XCOM perspective is that now I can actually exit, because we have not taken any turns and do anything. I can exit the combat mode, and I can press split up, so that will mean that I'm just moving Dux, and I can try to like get a little bit closer. Now it's just minor thing anyhow, because but now we are at 75 instead, but
it's worth trying stuff like that out, because it could change a lot of stuff.
And as we see, we have one more enemy. I don't think he will be triggered, but mayhaps. So what we can do is that I will see if, as you see, that I will be spotted if I started to move. So we could see but we will be spotted anyhow, because we can try to see if we can take this guy out.
Well, it almost worked.
Yeah, but the enemy heard you. So, but if I should be in cover, probably it might be that actually that we got out of combat. It's a little bit unsure. One thing about combat mode is that you can actually move around the whole map, even if it is a fog of war. You can still spot stuff with just moving around. So that is one thing. But here we will just take it like a man and go straight up.
Yep.
And take it to the face.
Or to the side of the face.
Yeah. And as you see, we triggered one more enemy.
Yeah, you can never really be sure how many guys there are before you trigger them.
Yeah.
Not sure if there's any Swedish on that big sign.
No, there are quite a lot of English things also.
Yeah.
Let's see, we could probably do something a little bit better. We can do into half coverage and take a shot.
Yeah. While you're sitting next to a dude but because of the way these games work, that's just how it is. Like, it might look a little bit weird that you're chilling out next to an enemy and he doesn't do anything, but it's turn-based, and that's just how it works.
And the Dux weapon is that you need to reload it every time, so it's a good thing to like put him in courage and then take a reload.
Yeah.
Let's see. We can. We have quite a lot of HP, so we can be a bit bold.
Especially seeing, as we mentioned before, we will get our HP between battles.
And the thing is also that that's quite unique is that, of course, both will get the same amount of XP regardless of who is killing.
Yeah.
I will just take a shot for the thing, probably miss. But the thing is that when you have more characters later on, everyone will get the XP, even if they are not in the group.
Which is nice. And there's games that let you do that, and some games that won't let you do that, and those games are usually quite a bit more grindy because you have to switch out guys.
Yeah. 50% chance. Let's see. Yeah.
That was good.
It worked.
You did good. Get your asses over.
Basically, you can, depending on how careful you are, you could probably get most of the combat done in stealth mode without actually triggering. And we have a lot of kind of fluff story in this kind of notes.
Yeah. I'm probably, if they're not something super important, we probably won't put too much time with these because they will drag out.
Yeah.
But if you're into lore, there's definitely lore to be found.
Yeah. There are a few like hints of hidden things, but nothing really super important.
No.
And of course there are achievements for like getting all and so on.
Yeah.
Now we have our first armor.
Yeah.
And it would be for Dux because there it's weapon range.
So it's basically an accountant's visor.
Yeah.
Looks like an 80s guy.
And we got the new Molotov grenade also.
Yeah. I think this skull here is maybe like a tongue-in-cheek for the Norwegian, is it English? Shell? Like the gas company?
Yeah, I think it's owned by BP, but it could be...
Yeah, so it might be like a pun for that. Like it's a gas company that's called Skull, which is the Swedish word for shell.
Yeah. Exactly. Right, let's carry on to the elevator.
Yes.
Yes, we're home, sweet home.
The elder meets us at the elevator. He says he doesn't have a second to lose. The mission's too important. Our mission, he says, is a man. And that man is Hammon. Everyone in the Ark knows Hammon, respects him. He's our lead, gearhead, going farther into the zone than anybody else, bringing back the machines that help us survive. He knows how to keep those machines running, how to fix them when they fall apart. Hammon keeps the Ark's heart beating. The Elder says 3 nights ago Hammon took his team of Stalkers and headed north, not telling anyone why. They haven't come back. I've never seen the Elder this shaken before. It scares me. He tells us Hammon has a remote cabin in the north that could yield some clues to his location. Me and Dux never patrolled that far before, but the Elder says he has faith in us. He believes in us. So, this mission we accept. Go to Hammon's cabin, search for clues, then find Hammon and bring him back alive. The fate of the Ark depends on it.
Alright.
Yeah, as we said, we might have said it, but the music is really good in this game.
Yeah, it's very... it sets the vibe really good. One thing that is a little bit off in this game, in the contrast to the pen and paper RPG, is that in this game we see like one Ark. It's like we just one place for humanity, but in the counterpart, there's many Arks and many cities and many places for more like Fallout, basically.
Yeah, a lot like Fallout in that sense. But I think it's probably to keep it easy.
Yeah.
Like we have one hub.
Yeah.
Instead of dozens.
Yeah. So basically, this is our main hub. Here we return at lots of points to like level up our gear and buy stuff and so on and so on. We will actually start at the bar to see if we can get that discount.
And it's called Pripp's Place.
Yeah.
After a 2 day in the zone, you know you can always come to Pripp's for some high quality grub. You want to get loaded? Order a shot. No butane, no bleach, only natural ingredients. I also dabble in a little antiquity trading. So if you find any cool artifacts out in the wasteland, bring it to me and I might give you something in return. Comprende?
So, before we go into some lore stuff, we have one artifact that we can trade for bonus things. And the first thing that we will do is that we will choose the sale, the deal maker, so that we get a discount when we buy stuff.
Nice.
And now a little bit about the place is that what we hear in the background is like a special. It's a written song for this game.
Yeah.
And it is what you call dansbandsmusik or Swedish dance band music. And it's roughly it's a mixture of like it takes like from swing and from country rock.
I would say that the dansbandsmusik is probably the equivalent of like country in the US in terms of what it means to people. Like it's a pretty big out in the countryside, and it's been around forever. And it's a style of music that almost everyone knows about it, but not everyone's into it.
Yeah, and
it's mainstay. It's always there.
Yeah, and you usually dance to it like boogie and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a dancing tune, and also we have a sign which says "öppet," which is open hours basically.
Yeah, and the place is called Pripp's.
This is probably a play on word, because Pripp's Blå is an ale company in Sweden, or in Sweden and Denmark and Norway.
Yeah, exactly.
And they do ales and beers.
Mostly
and this is
lager.
A bar. Yeah, mostly lager. And because he has a bar and he sells that stuff, his name is Pripp.
Yeah, and he has this goodness thing also that is probably a pun on Guinness.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Alright, so that was that. Next thing is we will go to the shop. And we
You know the drill. Stalkers want gear that keeps them alive. I, Iridia, provide the gear. See anything you like, just let me know. There's one rule. Don't ever pull my chain. If you pull my chain, I'll feed your ding-dongs to the zone move. Got that?
Yeah. So
Happy shopping.
Yeah.
So one thing that is quite cool, it's kind of sad that you can't get it, but this gun, the big gun at the top, is basically one of the best guns in the game.
Yeah.
Sadly enough, we can't just buy it straight off.
No.
First things first, when it comes to money, there is a few things that we should think of. Med packs we shouldn't need to buy because we'll find a lot of them.
Yeah.
Smoke grenades and molotovs, there will be tons of. There are normal grenades, we'll buy like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And we will also, the most important thing is that we will buy is later on an armor and these kind of kinetic grenades that basically will put any kind of droids out of commission for a couple of turns.
Yeah.
So those ones are important. For now, I don't. We could probably buy a grenade because we will use quite a few of them, especially in the beginning, because they are the only kind of AOE weapons that we have, and they do 4 damage, so they are quite useful, especially because early on we will tackle a kind of like a little bit above our level grade.
Yeah.
And there we'll use them in order to be able to make it work. Yeah, so we will see if we need to buy one more, but probably we'll pick one up. So yeah, we will save the cash. Next off, we will go to the fix, or to the pit.
Well, I know this goes down. For the right price, I'd fix and upgrade your shitty gear. Any questions?
Not
Yeah.
really.
Right here. So, one really important thing is that how you spend your weapons part, and one of the first thing is that we will do is we will dismantle these guns because we will never use them basically.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you can't dismantle them when you have them equipped, so you now need to equip something in order to dismantle them. So we will basically jump out and remove them.
Yeah.
One really annoying thing is that when we have more characters, every characters need to equip a main gun, so we can't dismantle all guns. That is not so. So it's
they probably didn't think about that, or hopefully they didn't think about that, because it's a little bit annoying for sure.
So
And there's no like rebuy or regret. So think before you break.
I'm a little bit how I will do this. If I should keep that one, or if I go with a scatter gun. I think actually I will switch that, because we don't have that many. We don't have things that will raise the crit chance for Bormin in the beginning anyhow. So it's better that we have a little bit more of a base damage than. And even he has 2 ammos and so on. That will probably be better, and then we can go ahead and we can dismantle this piece also.
Yeah.
Right. So now we have 49 weapons part. So the first thing we will do is that we will upgrade the crossbow, because the crossbow will be the most important weapon overall, because we will try to do as much of stealth combat as possible.
Yep.
And one interesting thing, there are no better stealth weapon than the crossbow. So the weapon you begin with is actually the best silent weapon in the game.
And I mean, it happens sometimes, but not super often.
It's not super often. And we can add modules. 1 additional crit damage, 50% to burn enemies, and we will probably attach it to this gun because we have Dux ability to raise the crit chance to 100%, and then we have we will more often get like crit chance and a crit damage.
Yeah.
So that was that, so to speak.
Yes.
And now we are off back to the zone. We can either click on the elevator or just bring up the map.
Yeah.
We need to actually see if we need to level up, because now we have 3 weapons, and we will actually pick this ability. It's running gun, so basically we can sprint. Normally that take 2 ability points, but then 2 action points. But now we can use that and shoot.
Yeah, and you can see that they have points to spend because they have that little arrow on their character icons up in the upper left corner.
Probably that's 5. Probably we will actually take 1 point to actually get Dux a little bit more HP.
Yeah, he's the squishier of them.
Yeah, exactly. And we can do the same here. It's Bormin will be our main tank, so he will just go up and face the damage. The more HP and the more armor we get on him, the better it is.
And because we're playing on normal, it kind of works to do that. On harder difficulties, even if you have a tank, you have to think about the amount of damage you put them out. So I would just go back to the outskirts just to make sure that we didn't miss any stuff. So we will take this road to the next place instead of going directly. Yeah. So you can backtrack, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and you will do a bit of that to get
to where you're going anyway.
Yeah. I probably Okay, it wasn't much. I will just make quick check. I think we did lurk around here, but probably there will be some scraps here.
Some shrooms.
Or there we do have some weapon parts, and as we see, weapon parts are important.
Oh, we need all the weapon parts.
Yeah, especially because we will, as we said, aim for leveling up Dux crossbow to max level as soon as possible. Okay, I think that was now. There we have actually
some more. Yeah. So well worth. Like, if you don't want to rush it, it's often. Oh, this was actually a good one as well.
Yeah, we missed that because that was an enemy that we killed. So no, sorry, you can't. We need to actually. Well, that will be. I'm thinking if it. Yeah, sure. So now we are 20% weapon range plus 20% weapon range for the armor.
Later, stalkers.
So 40% more weapon range. Now we can go directly to the cabin.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Thanks for signing me up back there, you crazy pig. Yes, Mr. Elder. Sign us up for a suicide mission, Mr. Elder. Did you forget there's like a cajillion ghouls out here who want to kill us?
Nobody gets to kill you but me now. Shut the duck up and keep moving.
I'm telling you, Bormin, ain't no happy ending in this story.
Stalkers and we get each other. So watch my back.
Yeah. So they are kind of funny, actually. It's one of the few games where they do have
good banter.
Okay.
And shut the ducks up is good.
It was not really meant to. Let's see. The zone dogs are kind of, because they have 10 HP.
Yeah.
We do really want to get that.
Filled with ghosts of humans who are foolish.
Yeah. Let's see if. Do we have any more of? There are more of them, but
there are definitely more, but we cannot see any of them right
now. Okay. So here we are still hidden. Let's see what kind of 75. Yeah, we will kill this thing pretty easy. So let's do it.
That had to hurt.
Yeah. Right. 75. Yeah, that would be a easy thing.
Enough.
Very nice.
Not so bad.
Come on.
Yeah,
and we have a level up again.
Yeah, you level up quite fast in the beginning, actually.
Yeah.
You will, at the end, depending on how much you grind, be at level 45-50-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
The enemies will be around that. So at the end, enemies will have about 30 HP and like 4 armor or something like that. So
yeah, this is very easy compared to where we'll end up.
Yeah. Let's see if it was something else. Yeah. Was it anything else here?
Look through the dead guy in the chair?
Yeah, he had like a broken weapon. So
right.
That's something. And yeah.
And there's another zone dog.
Yeah. They are quite a bit amount of XP for the zone dogs.
Yeah,
so
might be worth taking them down even if they're not in your way.
Yeah.
Because you want the XP.
So he will spot me directly. So here it's we can just go up and face him.
Yeah.
And here we see he got knocked back, and that was one of the thing with this gun is that, yeah. And there we see it's burning, and that was the 50% chance of burn. Yeah. Burn damage works like you will get 1 extra damage for each turn the enemy is burning.
Yeah, so it's like progressive damage that can kill them over a couple of turns.
Yeah,
which
is very nice.
Hammon's cabin like the elder asked us to.
We will.
check this thing out. It must have crashed. Look at the symbol on the side. It's like a star.
Also, one interesting thing with burn damage is that actually if the enemy has 1 HP left at the end of your turn and he dies when he's getting his turn from burn damage, you will not be spotted if that was the only enemy that you are working on, so to speak.
Yeah, which is good to know.
Okay, let's see if we can find that cabin. I think it is in the middle of things here.
Hammon's cabin, which was what the map was called.
Alright, we will encounter quite a few enemies here, and the most important thing is to kill the shaman first, because he will summon more dudes. And I think that's a marauder. I think there should be like a hunter or so. It definitely should be a third enemy.
As we reach Hammond's cabin,
on the map.
Bad news is there's 2 friggin' ghouls casing the joint.
Exactly.
So I'll just sneak around and see if I can spot, because like that guy is kind of
he's bad.
Yeah, there's the hunter.
And they're not very nice.
Yeah, so probably we would use a grenade in order to
break him down a bit.
Yeah, so let's put Dux here. Now we will need actually to wait for the marauder to get back so that we can get both of them with the grenade.
Yeah, they have to group up a little bit.
Yeah.
We should probably mention, because I don't think we did that, you can save whenever you want to,
exactly.
when not in combat.
Or we could perhaps actually try
sneak kill him.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that you always should think about. Like, if they go off on their own and you can pick them off with a silent kill, it might well be worth doing that.
And as you see, even if it touches like Bormin,
yeah, like on the outskirts of the ring, you're still, most of the time you're safe.
So here we just take it. And
even if it screams like that, it doesn't mean that they've heard it.
No.
They could have, in real life they probably would have, but in this game not
and
so much.
The trigger point of when you're entering the circle is not that as soon as you enter the circle it will trigger combat. There is actually a bit of a leeway so that you can...
it's a bit forgiving.
Okay. So now let's move up so that we can make sure to kill this...
in one turn.
Yeah. So we will make sure that we can move up and see what kind of damage. Yeah. Okay, so we will need to move in with.
Yeah. We need a bit more.
100%, and then we can use the skull splitter in order to make sure that we get a crit, or hopefully get a crit.
Yep. Not bad.
Yeah. The thing is that I think that if we should throw in a grenade and kill this guy, I think we will be out of combat. But
we might actually be, yeah.
But I'm not sure, and I don't want to waste like a grenade. So I will see if I can move somewhere where I get at least a bit of coverage, because the hunter hurts a bit.
Yeah.
Not that really hard because he's the sole enemy that is left, but most for
just to be safe. So that's good. He's out.
Yeah. Man, that was my shot.
Yeah.
And the enemy heard you, as we thought he would.
And he will probably...
And he's quite fast.
Yeah, and he will get into high coverage also. So the important thing now is that we can use like run and gun. So we could move, or could be... we need to trigger it. Then we could probably... Let's see, if we can sprint, we could place us here and then just do one action. We see what can Dux do. If he's the one, okay. So basically we just reload, and we have no chance of hit. And as I said, I don't want to use a grenade, so we just go into Overwatch. We can also do it like that. That we reload. Let's see if I don't think he will go out, but we can do it like this just to see what's happening.
And he missed.
Alright, so now we we will do what we said we should do. So basically we just move up here.
Yep.
And we also have the chance to break coverage when we use the gun, which is nice because now
You can shoot him in the back.
yeah.
And he did. So that was probably like the best scenario we could get out in this combat.
Get over here.
And of course on normal you can save at any point even during combat.
Oh,
that's also
good to know. I didn't know that you could do that on normal.
yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. So new mod that will work on the electronic.
It should be smaller fire, because when I looked into it, everything became smaller and more distant.
Amazing what the ancients could make. Zone ghouls stripped this cabin clean. Almost everything useful was gone. But it's a good thing ghouls can't read. They ignored the diary hidden inside Hammon's desk. Me and Dux aren't big readers either. But we look for answers in the diary. And all we get is more questions. Hammon writes how he found the crashed machine near his cabin. He's convinced the machine was sent as a message from a mythical place beyond the zone called Eden, where everybody's happy and safe. When Hammon sees another machine fall north of here, he takes his Stalker crew up there to find it. I close the diary. Here's the problem. Eden's a fairy tale. Some bedtime story mutants believe in, so they can get to sleep at night. So either Hammon is onto something, or his brain's got the rot, and he's about to kill a bunch of good stalkers. Guess we gotta find out. Me and Dux have to go north. Farther from home than we've ever been. It's dangerous. Dux thinks I'm crazy to press on. I don't disagree with him. We need to find Hammon, and if he's going north, we're going north.
If he's going north, that makes him a grade A certified loony. No one goes up there, Bormin. And what's with those two stalkers he took with him? They should know better.
They're following orders, just like us. The Ark can't run without Hammon, so we're bringing him back. Especially with ghoul packs coming this far south. Wonder what they're planning.
Ghouls are too dumb to plan. Someone's pushing them down here. I'm feeling it in my feathers.
Thank you for watching part 2 of this Let's Play of Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden, The World Explained. If you liked it, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and we hope to see you again in part 3, where we will pick up from where we left off. But until then, it's bye-bye.